Welcome to Positively Las Vegas, a look at the good things happening around the valley. I'm Kalina Estrinos. For the next 30 minutes, we're going to share the latest stories that showcase the reasons why we love Las Vegas. That means the people, the businesses, and all the activities that make the valley a great place to live. We'll also share fun things to do in Las Vegas each week.
The experience starts as soon as you walk in. Check this out. Decked out in the team's colors, this is Crimson at Night. If you couldn't tell, this atmosphere is inspired by the Fortress.
It's such a thrill to partner with Vegas Golden Knights to bring the next iteration of our experiential pop-up bar, Crimson at Night.
It's the ultimate fan experience. Crimson at Night offers a larger-than-life game day space, serving up one-of-a-kind dishes and drinks. And of course, unmatched Go Knights Go energy.
They're coming into the playoffs. The team is doing so good. It really captures that Vegas-born spirit, similar to what we are here at Red Rock.
The party doesn't end here. The entire space is Insta-worthy, like this life-size Marc-Andre Fleury goalie photo opportunity. Crimson at Night even has the outside terrace decked in Golden Knights fanfare. Joe Yalda, Vice President of Guest Services at Red Rock, says all that this space is missing is you.
Come support the community. That Vegas, that Vegas-born spirit is going to be captured so nice in here. And like you said, Alicia, that Fortress experience, unlike no other you're going to get.
Crimson at Night will be open every Friday and Saturday from now until July. Doors open at 6 p.m. and open 1 hour before every Knights game. The only thing left to say is go Knights go. And of course, I'm channeling my inner Alicia Andre Fleury. All right, this place opens at 6 p.m. tonight. You can find more details on our website at ktnv.com. Alicia Patillo, 13 Action News.
Continue our Nevada Built series with a stop at the North Las Vegas Tortillas Incorporated, where the business is truly a family affair. And I had the chance to get a taste test and also tour the factory floor with the owner, who's certainly very passionate about her work.
So that is the masa right there coming out that I see right there.
The first thing to hit you on the factory floor is the wonderful smell of fresh, warm corn tortillas.
They're ready to eat like that, but they fry them.
The second thing you notice, the warmth and kindness of owner Teresa Martinez. There's the expression, when people are in their kitchens, they cook with love. But I get the impression that that's also true here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if you go out there and you meet our team, they're our family.
In 1979, Teresa's dad, Jose, a Mexican immigrant, struggled to get his business going. Today, Tortillas Incorporated employs nearly 140 people. Their chips and tortillas, under the Los Arcos label, can be found in local grocery stores and also the most popular restaurants on the Strip. They tailor-make their products based on what the chefs want.
Every chef wants their own brand, their own style, their own little niche, their own tortilla. They want it small, they want it red, they want it green, they want it that looks like a heart. Or we have chips, we have tortillas that actually looks like a deck of cards. Everybody has a different taste.
To say this is a family-run business would really be putting it mildly.
My 2 daughters are here, my niece is here, my goddaughter's here, my brother-in-law, and my husband. I hope I didn't miss anybody, but they're all here.
But there is someone who is not here. Teresa's brother, Gus.
My brother built this team. He was a great man.
Late last year, the beloved CEO of Tortillas Incorporated passed away from COVID.
I got to just keep going. And there's a lot of walls you run into and a lot of... Sorry. Yeah. But I got to keep going.
To add to her heartbreak, Teresa lost her mom a month later. To see what you're doing now, to me, is a testament of your strength and your character.
I feel like sometimes, why me? Am I being tested? And the only thing I can think is that, God has something. I'm here for something. I have a reason, I have a purpose. I don't know what it is. And I get up every day and I said I have to do this for my mom, I have to do this for my brother, and I got to take care of Dad.
All of it weighing heavily on Teresa. But despite all of that, she still invited us in, not only to share her struggles, but also to share her family's triumphs and the well-earned pride that is right here inside this North Las Vegas factory. All right, so here we go. Fresh off the factory floor here. Ladies first.
Thank you.
Here we go. Oh, they're still warm.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's a good chip.
Mm-hmm. Need a little guacamole.
Yeah. How about a beer? You have a beer somewhere here?
Yeah. Michelada.
That's really good. Yeah, we were all rooting for Teresa and her family. By the way, the Los Arcos brand is sold locally here in Whole Foods, Smith's, and as well as Mariana's Supermarket.
All week long, we're profiling nurses who've gone above and beyond for their patients, beginning with Jamie Griggs. 13 Action News reporter Sean Delancey tells you why her patient, Ron Gonsalves, credits her with saving his life.
Nurses have had it rough for the last year, to say the very least. COVID, low staffing, extra hours. But nurses like Jamie Griggs never let it get them down.
You build these relationships with your patients.
One patient she's built a pretty good relationship with at Southwest Medical in Pahrump is Ron Gonsalves, who'd just been told he no longer needed to get scans of his kidneys monitoring for cancer.
She was going through my records.
He came into the clinic with this huge stack of all his medical records.
I told her the good news, I don't have to scan no more.
And I said, okay, we'll just recheck it just to see where we stand, which turned out it's a good thing I did because, you know.
The second guess showed Ron had cancer in his right kidney and growths in his left.
I'd be sitting here, Sean, right now, growing cancer.
Gonsalves went through surgery on both kidneys and is now fit as a fiddle. He says when he saw the KTNV Nurse Appreciation campaign on TV, he jumped to let everyone know what a gem Jamie Griggs is, something he always does around town.
I'm glad you guys picked her. What, she wins a house or something? Is that what you guys are giving her? She deserves one. She deserves one. I made her a birdhouse, though. I gave her a birdhouse.
That is a house. That counts. That counts.
It's a house.
Griggs says it all comes down to never getting jaded, never losing the fire to help, and loving every patient that comes to the door.
There's not a better feeling as a provider than knowing that I'm actually made a difference. So, you know, I could almost cry thinking about Ron.
One final nugget from Ron, he says even when you get good news, always seek a second opinion. Sean Delancey, 13 Action News.
Great story, Sean's report. First of many as we take time to honor the local nurses who've helped our community survive and thrive.
It's all part of our Nurse Appreciation Week coverage, and join us as we celebrate local nurses who went above and beyond when giving care. You can catch their stories at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and 6 p.m. Welcome back to Positively Las Vegas. For more details on any of the stories you're watching today, visit our website, ktnv.com/positivelylv.
All new this morning, 13 Action News anchor Rachel Moore joins us live with more on the resources available. Rachel?
Well, Dave, Kalina, for families looking to adopt, Loving Hearts Adoption Services wants to make their wish come true. Now, we met with the Tuckers, a family here in Las Vegas, and they adopted Harper. Harper is 6 years old and she's going on 7, and she likes school. She loves playing with her Elsa doll, but most importantly, she says that her favorite thing is about her mom is that she snuggles with her before she goes to bed. Now, what's amazing about this story is that the Tuckers, they never thought about adopting children, and it wasn't until they got a call from Loving Hearts.
We struggled with infertility for 5 years, trying to become parents, and we honestly, Harper, she was a huge miracle for us.
Is there anything you would like to say to your mom, but say it into the microphone?
I love you.
Now, Loving Hearts Adoption Services provides support not only for the adopting parents and the children, but also for the birth parents. And they help educate new parents about how they will work with the organization and their services, as well as assist the birth parent from planning to placement. Now, Loving Hearts says it's important for them to honor the birth mothers, and they plan on doing that this weekend for Birth Mother's Day, which falls on Saturday. Reporting live, Rachel Moore, 13 Action News.
And by the way, Rachel joins our team here at Channel 13 as our weekend morning anchor. Great to see you, Rachel. Thanks for being here today.
She's also going to report for us 3 days a week too, so we get to see her here and on
Love
the weekend.
It. Yeah, we can use it. We like to see you doing reporting too.
All right, Rachel, thank you.
Provide an outlet. We let people get away and forget about what's going on in their world at work or at home, and just get away and enjoy a night out. That gets me excited.
Yeah, Don Logan's been around baseball for a long time, and the Aviators will be back in the batter's box this week when their season gets up in full swing. For fans and staff of the team, it's been a long road to get to this point. And thanks for staying with us for 13 Action News live at 6:30 tonight.
Well, the team's going to be hosting the Sacramento River Cats for a 6-game homestay. That's going to be starting on Thursday. And anchor Jackie Kostick right now is live at the Las Vegas ballpark with more on what this season will look like. Jackie.
Yeah, Trisha and Todd, you probably do remember the Aviators' first season back in the summer of 2019. They sold this place out 47 games. They won Ballpark of the Year, and the Aviators ended up making it to the playoffs. Well, of course, the pandemic then hit, and they had to spend all of last season sitting out, which was unfortunate. But take a look at the field right now. Crews are just cleaning up after the players were out there for practice for about the last hour and a half. I did see a lot of home runs being hit, so that's a good sign for Thursday's opening game. Also a good sign for Thursday, the team has been approved to host 50% capacity starting with that home opener. And I spoke to team owner Don Logan, and he said that those extra tickets will likely go to season ticket holders. The team is hoping to be at 100% capacity by June, and you will see some changes at the ballpark as the season gets underway. The concessions will be more limited this year, and fans will find hand sanitizing stations around the park, and they will also be asked to wear their mask when they're not eating or drinking. But I spoke to the manager of the Aviators today, and he says that after last season, the team is just appreciating every part of being back.
We're starting a season that means something in 2 days, and that means a lot. That means a lot to the coaches. It means a lot to the players. It means a lot to the front office and the fans of Las Vegas. And I think it's not lost on anybody.
Yeah, the players and the team just so grateful to be back here at Las Vegas ballpark. They will begin the season with a 6-game homestay against the Sacramento River Cats. That begins again on Thursday, and then they'll head out of town for several road trips before coming back to Las Vegas in early June. Reporting live, Jackie Kostick, 13 Action News.
Welcome back to Positively Las Vegas. For more details on any of the stories you're watching today, visit our website, ktv.com/positivelylv.
Las Vegas-based airline Allegiant is hiring nearly 200 pilots. This is a 19% jump to the current number of pilots. The new hires will begin training in July. Allegiant says air travel is starting to rebound, and these pilots are being hired to keep up with the increasing demand.
We've been highlighting Valley nurses as part of our Nurse Appreciation Week series.
And our 13 Action News reporter Zora Asbury talked to one woman who calls her friend a nurse extraordinaire for the amazing work she does on and off the clock. Zora.
Kalina, Dave, as fighters on the front line, our nurses have a duty to care for and also take care of their patients. And that's what Julianne Toremoto does every day in and out of Spring Valley Hospital.
I've known Julianne since 1986. We used to work together at the prime transplant center in the Philippines called the National Kidney and Transplant Institute. Then I was surprised to meet her again here in Las Vegas.
Mary Lou and Julianne talked frequently, but it wasn't until Mary Lou's health scare that she got to experience the level of care that Julianne provides for her patients firsthand.
In December, I got sick with COVID, and she reached out. She almost messages me every day, pep me up, give me encouraging words, and tells me that she also suffered from COVID.
Julianne and her husband got COVID late last year, and as a nurse on the front lines caring for COVID patients, she was at high risk.
I was so happy I reached 2021. No, really, we were scared. We survived. Even before that, I was doing food drive, but after that, I got more inspired.
Both Julianne and her long-lost friend Mary Lou had pre-existing health issues and were unsure if their immune systems could beat the relentless virus.
I'm a kidney transplant patient with underlying medical problems.
I had skin cancer, and my white blood count is low, so of course I was scared to take care of COVID patients. but we have to. We take turns in going down to the 2 West floor to take care of them.
Julianne says her quick recovery gave her both insight and inspiration, so she set out to use her experience with COVID to help others and began delivering food and PPE to those who needed it the most.
Because I know how it feels. When it was my time, my doctor brought me food on the doorstep.
We Filipinos, even if you're not relatives, just friends, we support each other. Kind words, loving words, prayers.
Not only does Julianne serve as a nurse and an outstanding public servant, but she's able to see COVID through an entirely different lens as a journalist.
Mostly the things that I write in the newspaper are obituary, story about these leaders who passed away.
Julianne says her goal is to help as many people as she can who have been affected by COVID through her work as a nurse inside the hospital and out.
My dear friend, keep going on. You are amazing. And because you are a nurse extraordinaire, you know, nurses, and she provides the best tender, loving care. She goes beyond her, she goes beyond her call of duty.
I'm just happy that I'm recognized, because they would ask, Julie, I don't know how you do that. Do you even sleep? Because I'm not happy if I don't go out. If I don't go and get something for the neighbor, for the needy.
Now, Julianne does not get much sleep. She works tirelessly here at Spring Valley Hospital and volunteers on her time off. For more information on Julianne, exactly how you can help her with her passion project, delivering food to those who need it the most, you can visit us online at ktnv.com. Reporting just outside of Spring Valley Hospital, Zora Asbury, 13 Action News.
Welcome back to Positively Las Vegas. For more details on any of the stories you're watching today, visit our website, ktnv.com/positivelylv.
There are a lot of parents who will tell you their teenager is just the best, but does your teen have the trophy to prove it?
13 Action News anchor Trisha Keene introduces you to a special young man showing what it means to be positively Las Vegas.
He really has his own mind. He's a leader. He's not a follower.
Lanita White is a proud mom. Her 17-year-old son, Damari, is the 2021 Nevada State Boys and Girls Club's Youth of the Year. Growing up in Detroit, she says Damari was never one to walk the wrong path, but was always looking to better himself.
To rise above it, instead of being a product of your environment, you evolve above it and just try to encourage everyone else to rise above it.
Lanita moved her family to Las Vegas about 5 years ago. When Damari first started coming to the Boys and Girls Club, he was the strong but silent type.
What you see today is not what walked through the doors.
President and CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Southern Nevada, Andy Bischel, credits Damari's mom and the staff at the Boulder Highway Clubhouse with helping mold Damari into the person he is today.
He is a mature, focused individual, and that wasn't there before.
A lot of people was like, oh, he's very distant, he doesn't like talking much, but I grew out of that eventually.
Just a little time with Damari, and you quickly see how this young man has taken up a leadership role among his peers, serving as Keystone president and leading team programs like Money Matters and Career Launch. It's clear to see Damari loves his experience with the club.
They actually teach you and they actually help you and they give you life skills.
Damari says he makes it his job to make sure others have the same great experience.
I just try to make them feel as comfortable as possible because one of my main things was trust issues, and the organization, Boys and Girls Club Southern Nevada, it has a lot of people who you can genuinely trust.
Damari is clearly passing on his love for the club to others, and that's partly what helped him earn the title of Nevada's Youth of the Year. Now he goes up against winners from other states and hopefully on to compete for the title of National Youth of the Year. Each step in the process earning Damari a scholarship. After he graduates from Chaparral High School, Damari plans to attend Mayville State University, where he'll study journalism and communications.
I want to travel and learn about new cultures and learn how they operate so I can bring it back and share stories.
Damari says he also hopes to be an author and write books. He's not limiting himself when it comes to all the possibilities the future can offer.
I strive off of adversity. I love when people say, I can't do it, because it just makes me want to prove you wrong even more.
For 13 Action News, I'm Trisha Keene.
What a great kid. We, of course, want to wish Damari the best of luck in the Youth of the Year competition and also in college.
Attention Las Vegas, follow the glow inside Wink World, the new cosmically inspired exhibit inside Area 15. It's a trip to step inside this psychedelic gallery created by Chris Wink, co-founder of the Blue Man Group, with 3D art by Alex Aliumi. Infinity mirrors reflect the colorful fusion of art, technology, and music. And raise your gaze this Saturday at Sky Canyon's 6th annual Sky and Stars event. The Las Vegas Astronomical Society will be on hand with high-powered telescopes and lead you on a journey into the cosmos. And time to shake off the dust and head to Stoney's Rockin' Country in Town Square for live shows with the ladies of Honey County. The talented duo will be shaking the stage Friday and Saturday nights with their West Coast harmonies and Nashville twang. My mom will spend Mother's Day on the farm with her dog Daisy. If you're looking for ideas, check out our Mother's Day list on the website. Have a great week.
Thanks for watching Positively Las Vegas on your favorite streaming device. If you miss any part of this week's program, just hit the back button on your remote and scroll down until you see Positively Las Vegas, and you'll find every story we aired in this episode. Stay tuned for more from 13 Action News after the break, and check us out anytime here on KTNV Streaming, Las Vegas News on your time.